In this video I'm going to show you how to fold an open back triangle twist. From one side it looks like a normal triangle twist, but from the other side you can see that an open bit, which is a triangle shape, is actually displayed. So with a normal triangle twist this would be a point and it's expanded to a triangle. Unfolding this you will see that this works on a 8 division triangle grid, and these creases right here for the large triangle are off the grid. And let's see how this is done. You can see here there is a small triangle from the triangle grid, and these long triangles go from this point right here, going along one triangle, two triangles, and again here two triangles. So this is a parallelogram consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles, and it's the diagonal of that parallelogram. So you need to add these creases, and then you go along grid creases. You can see there is a point here, and you have 1, 2, 3 creases going away from it, and we're taking the central one. And again the next one, we have 1, 2, 3 creases going away from it, and we're pinching the central one, and on the third one. And then you push that crease over to the other side, this one to the top and this to the bottom, and you have your open back triangle twist done. But let's look at this with an uncreased sheet of paper. First we need to have a triangle grid with 8 divisions. I have a detailed video on that, so I'm just going to speed through it now. Now, once we have a 8 division triangle grid done, we're just going to locate the center, and we're just going to pick one of the triangles, which is going to be the open back of that open back triangle twist. Now, as I mentioned before, let's quickly take a different color. We're going to take a parallelogram which extends this side, extends that side, and then you have that parallelogram. And you want to add a crease right between those 2 points, right there. And then you can add the other 2 to get a triangle. I like using a ruler and a bone folder for this kind of exercise, especially when you're folding a display piece with perhaps many such structures. So I just take the ruler and mark these creases slightly by just making a slight indentation. You can use an empty pen or a stylus which is used for embossing or something like that. Doesn't really matter. Something that has a tip that isn't too sharp. And then I just pinch that into place, into mountain folds, and the paper will naturally want to go along that small indentation because the paper is weaker there. You damaged it in some way, and that helps the paper know where to go. Now, once you have mountain folds on these off-grid creases, from each of these points we're going to go along grid creases. Now you can see in this point obviously 6 creases start. One is inside the triangle, and then we're going to go to the right. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, that's the third one. It kind of looks quite central when you make this horizontal. And this is the one that's closest to the center, so I like to call it the central crease. And you're going to pinch that into a mountain fold. Same thing here. Pinch that into a mountain fold. and here pinch that into a mountain fold. And then next to it, to the left, there is a valley fold, or we want to make a valley fold by pushing this together and pushing over. And then you do that on the next one, pushing over. And you do it on the next one, pushing over. And when you do all three at the same time, you get your open back triangle twist. So you can see on the other side you have an open triangle. Now this produces an open back triangle twist that turns counterclockwise. But what if you wanted to turn clockwise? Remember the parallelogram I talked about in the beginning? Depending on which one you choose, you either get a twist that turns clockwise or counterclockwise. Now suppose your central triangle has a tip pointing upwards, just like in these crease patterns. Then extending the left side of the triangle upwards and the bottom side to the left to get the parallelogram gives you a counterclockwise turn. And if you extend the left side downwards and the right side upwards, then you get a clockwise turn. So I hope that helped you understand the open back triangle twist. And if you combine this, you can get nice models. For example, in the book Origami Tessellations by Erik Gjerde, there's the pinwheel by Erik Gjerde, and you can see there's a lot of open back triangle twists, and they're combined by adding simple hexagon twists, which I already have a video on. So if you want to do this project and many more, do check out this book Origami Tessellations, which has wonderful designs. But for now, I hope you know how to do an open back triangle twist, and happy folding!